Hello and welcome to my LEGO collection of where I do all of my LEGO sorting and where I sort it all. So, let's begin. Alright, so to start things off, we have a couple sets on top of my two sorting bins. So we have this limited edition book that you could get if you paid about $35 or more on a LEGO magazine, and you would get this ugly duckling book with these two minifigures who are he's writing a book, he's eating a pretzel, and the picture of the ugly duckling. And it's a pretty neat book, the way how it's just open like that, like a real book. So I just knew I couldn't take that apart since it was so cool. Then we have a Star Wars winter themed set, and it is basically just a set that I thought was super cool the way it lays out like that. I just thought it looked really neat on top of the storage containers. On the next one we have this LEGO Speed Champions set of the Porsche team. It came with two Porsches, but I obviously couldn't fit them up here. But I just thought it looked really neat the way how it unfolded right on top of it. It just looks really neat, especially with it overhanging like that right in front of all the parts. And then I have this one little bin with this old brick separator and this yellow slide that I only have one of, so just put it in there as well in case I need it. Alright, so we're going to start on over in this section here. We have, in all of these top bins, we have anything that is 1x1. Or anything that I classify as 1x1. So it could be like a 1x1 dish like this. Or it could be a pole that is a 1x1x4. So we have these all color coordinated. We have all the shades of gray, and we have all the blacks. Then we have all the browns. So we have dark brown, and then we have like tan brown. Then we have blues and translucent blues. And then we have just a couple purple pieces. Then we go into my greens. I have lime greens and just lighter green. Then we have like darker greens, so like plants and so forth, things like that. Then we have any reds or pinks or reddish pinks. And then we have translucent reds up there. Then we got orange 1x1s and orange translucent pieces. Then we got any yellow, tan, or gold pieces that go in here. And then all the translucent yellow pieces. And then this last one we have any 1x1 that is white or clear. Alright, to the next section. We have tiles. Same sort of color scheme. Some things might be separated a little bit differently, but here we have any shade of gray or black in there. And these also have printed tiles on them. I don't put those in any other section. Then we have a couple browns, not too many of those. We got some blues, some greens, and we also have grill pieces that I count as tiles. Then we have reds, pinkish reds, pinks, oranges. And because there's oranges in here, this is where I keep all of my brick separators. I have a lot in here, so it's kind of hard to pull them out, but I can easily just grab one that I'm building here on my little table and can easily separate things. Here I have yellows and tans, and then this last one I have whites and clear tiles. Some of them are printed, so you got like the pizza box and license plates. Over here we have jumper plates. So these are any size of jumper plates. Typically they're only 1x2 and 2x2s, so This is all my grays and black jumper plates. Then we got any shade of tan or yellow or brown, like a tannish, brownish color. Then we got not too many blues. Actually, those are purple. My bad. Then we got some greens. Then we got some reds and pinkish reds. And there's no orange jumper tiles, unfortunately, so far. Then we got a couple tan ones. And some white jumper plates. Then we head on over here to the last bottom section, which is all of my width in 1x1. So these are anything that isn't a 1x1, so 1x2s, 1x3s, 1x4s, and so on, as long as they're 1x. So I have all my grays and blacks. That'll close. I have a lot of them. Got all my tans and browns. All of my purples and blues. Then I got all my greens. All my reds, pinkish reds and pinks. Oranges. Yellows. And I even have this little faucet piece in here because I really didn't know where else to put it. And then we have all my whites and clears. Then we head on down to all of my bigger plates. So these plates are anything that is wider than a 2x2. So as you can see, I have a lot of gray. These are any shades of gray and black. Got lots of those. Got some tan and browns in there. Blue and purple tiles. Greens. Got reds, oranges, and pinks. This one I didn't have very many lemon drops in it a little bit. And we got white. Then we head on over to the other section where I got anything that is a 2x2 set. So we got all the bluish gray, light gray, black, white, blues, purples, light blues, anything that is in that blue area, greens, yellows, tans, and browns, and reds, pinks, pinkish reds, and oranges. So that's it for this side, and then we're going to go to this middle spot. So in the middle, we have some of this makeup tape in the back, which is this, which I have running across the makeup tape. It just gives it a good look right across my sorting bins. And if you don't want some of this stuff, you should definitely get it if you want some of the cool sorting things. So like, I'll just have this laying right across here, just for good look. So you can cut this up and put it on a wall and look like a pretty cool. And then I got just the things I need. Got some water and electricity or lemon while sorting. And then we head back on up here. So this area is a little bit complicated. So basically I have it split right here. And it's only down to the third one. All these bottom ones are the same. So right in the middle here I have all my car and vehicle things over here. And then just kind of other things. So this right here, these are all my fences and things I can clarify fences. That's a fence. This is a fence to me. It's just a short fence. And these are all 1 brick high fences, besides like these. I just put those in there. And then these are like the taller ones, which I need to put those yellow ones in there, but that's not a big deal at all. Then we got like all these glass panels in here. And then we have like supports in there. So basically most of those are in there. But then we go back on over here. We got doors and window frames. Then we have the frames for those. Then we have anything that these two can connect to. So I have just 2 separate bins of the 2 connector parts. Then we head back on over here, where I have kind of like miscellaneous things. So you got like a turntable sort of thing, like weird attachment parts that I'm just not going to use that often, like chain, like I don't know what I'm going to use that for. And then I have these slider pieces which I will probably never use in my life. Then I have these which probably should have gone in the car section, but I put them over here just because they function a little bit differently, as though they have these different kind of connectors. And then with the propellers too, I thought that was a little bit different, especially like that piece. It's not very vehicle-like, it's just kind of different. And even like the bricks on the side like that with the pin, just doesn't really go over there, it's just a little bit different. Then we have all of these hinge pieces, which this is a really old piece that you cannot take apart unless you break it. And then you have like these brick pieces, which you've probably seen those before. Same thing that's got a hinge on it. Then we got this drawer is way too full to even pull out because it literally is too full. But these are jumper plates and jumper panels, anything that you can put on the side. Sorry, not jumper plates. I'm getting my jumper plates and stop bricks confused. But that's just full of those. Then we go on back down here, and this has anything that has curves, edges, sharp edges, anything like that. And I have these all color coordinated. This one's too full to pull out as well. And that one's just super duper full. So that's all your grays and blacks. Got all the browns, blues, purples, greens, reds, pinkish reds and pinks, oranges, yellows, and whites and clears. Then we head on over to the other section where we have any kind of like hood piece, so that would be like the hood to like a engine or a roof on a car. Got all those in there. Then we got a cross, and we got windshields. These are like kind of the main style windows, like that's for a helicopter cockpit. And then over here we have some more windshields, but they're in bigger shapes and weirder shapes. And then we also have the old style of the doors and handlebars, and even these little connector pieces that go on the end of like a motorcycle to have a little kickstand. Then we have steering wheels and engines. Then we head on over here, and this is like the main frame of a motorcycle. And then over here we have the frame to put it in, and even bicycle frames. Then over here we have pretty much anything that can make the main body of a vehicle, or one that is already pre-made by Lego. Got those in there. And then this one is really full apparently, but it is fenders. Got lots of those from vehicles that I've scrapped. Then we have wheels, which I've separated my wheels from tires. I have 2 bins of tires right there. This one you can pull all the way out, and these are a little bit more skinny, or like these really old weird ones that you have to put an axle through instead. This one's just too full, but it is the ones that normally fit, like these for instance. And then we got this, which is the last bin, which this is a little bit different than the other one. These are a little bit not as wide and fit the wheels. Alright, now we head on down here to the all of my bricks. So these are all of the all of these are all of my 1x bricks, all color coordinated. So these are all of my tans, grays, and browns and blacks. I have all of these sorted so they're either super long or super tall, or even have like this support beam thing and just stuff like that in there. Then I unfortunately don't have very many blues and purple 1x2s or anything that is 1x brick related. Then I have my greens and yellows, and I also have my translucent pieces, as you can see in there, with these bricks. Then I have my pinks and reds and translucent reds, and then my clears and white. Then we head on over to the bricks, which are wider than 1x1s, mainly 1x2 width. We have the yellows and the oranges. Then we have blues, greens, pinks and reds and dark reds, tans and browns, grays, which I don't have very many of because I used a lot lately. And I also have dark gray and black and also white. So this is all for this section, and then we also have right on over here some plates, which I can't fit into my container because they are too big. So we have some smaller plates, a modified plate, another plate, and then the big 64x64 plate. Then below that, which it's sitting on, we have some drawers which have these containers in them, which I'm planning on putting some bricks in. So I have that one, and then I have a red one right here. And then down here, I just have some bricks that I need to sort or need to be broken up and sorted. I also have another Lego bin, which is over on the other side of the room that is full of bricks that need to be sorted. Now we're going to head on over to the Technic section. Here on over at my Technic section, we have a couple things that I sort mainly. Sorry for the lighting, it's just kind of under a shelf, so the lighting won't be that great. So here we have pretty much any kind of beam. I even classified these as beams because they have beam input. So I put those in there as well. I even have these skinnier beams. And then I have any Technic brick. So I even add these in here because they have the Technic pairs in them as support. So I just have all bricks in there. Any kind of Technic brick that has a pin in it, I put in there. In here I have a bunch of treads, which is very hard to see because they are all black. But maybe if I can put it up to the camera, as you can see, they are, here, let me put my hand behind it. They're all like these kinds of treads. There's some that are smaller. They're kind of hard to find. Here's one. There's the smaller ones, but they're all pretty much black. Then I have all of my gears, which I really want to get more of because I have mainly been building with these, and I've just been using a lot of those. Then in here we pretty much have like anything that's power function. I even add these the pullback motors. But I've even got like rubber bands in here. It's kind of just like the miscellaneous. Got a controller in there. Got a power functions motor in there. Very useful bin for certain things that I'm doing. Then in here I pretty much have any of the big Technic wheels. I even have these rubber parts that you might recognize that go inside of these gears here. So I just have those separated, and I classify those as gears as well. Then I have this, which is pretty much any pins. I'm probably not going to take the lid off of this, though you can see it already. Those are all my axles in there, pretty much any kind of axle that I own. Then I got all my black pins, and then my 1x3 blue pins, all of those. Blue pins, those pins, I don't know the specific names. That's kind of like a miscellaneous drawer. And we have those. I'll just roll over top of these so I don't mess up any of the names, so you can just have a good overview of what you're looking at. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my Technic section. I still have lots of sorting to do. And just down there, I have more sorting bins. Now on the shelf below, I have a couple sets that I'm just showing off. And then over here is just a mess that I need to get rid of. Then on top of that, we have just some sets here. I have some blind bag minifigs. Then I got even a little trash can and a little Bionicle thing and some Lego City stuff, and then of course the little mini Batwing and the little mini Star Wars ship thing. And then we have our minifigure section here, which only have one drawer for it, and I'll probably be expanding this soon. So in this top drawer, I just kind of have a mess of things. Basically just old stuff. Some of it's not even Lego. And I just really need to go through it. Most of it's trash. One time I accidentally put crayons in there when I was younger and it melted, so... Alright, camera focus. Alright, so in this drawer, I have all my animals. So I have all the dogs, kind of like the bigger animals, so my shark, my dolphin, and my pony. Then I got all the smaller animals, so you got like a monkey, fish, parrot, those sorts of things. A couple horses. I got a little R2-D2 back there. A sticker sheet, didn't really know where else to put it. These jumper things for the minifigs. And just some extra little things I didn't really know where else to put. Now for the minifigure drawer, which I will show at my Lego table. Alright, so here I am back at my Lego table. As you can see, I even put a label on here that I made a while back that just says minifig to clarify that this is for minifigures only. But as you can see here, we're going to start over here at the head section. So we've got all the girl heads here. So we got girls with sunglasses or glasses of any type. I stacked them up just so you can see the faces easier. As you can see, all of those are all the same. Just pretty much any type of girl head that I put in there. Then we have male heads. We got all of those kinds of heads that are males. Got criminals, just the classic heads that are gender neutral. I just put those in for males since it makes it easier. Then I have all of my torsos and my pants are sorted by color. So I have two bins of light blues, blues, dark blues, and purples. Then I have two bins of black, three of these little bins of white, gray. I have one specifically for firemen. Then I have one of gold and tan. Then I have some like metallic torsos in there. Any greens in there. Just some swim diver outfits. Got a red and orange and pink bin in there. And then all of my tans and browns. Now if we lift this up, then we head on over to where all of the accessories go on top of the minifigures. So we've got all of these bins here. Got trash cans, treasure chests, just little storage containers. Didn't really know where else to put them, and it seemed right to put them in here because they're kind of related to minifigures. Then we have capes, any type of cape or fabric that goes on a minifigure, put there. Then we have helmets that go over top of the entire head. So we got like biker helmets. This is also technically a helmet since it goes over top of the entire head. Even like just some space helmets that go over top of the minifigs. Then we have specified heads. So we got like all of the light colored heads. And then we have any of the just heads that I don't have enough of to make a series of. So you got like all the reds, Minecrafts, white heads, and metallic heads, and clear heads, and all sorts of kind of heads that I didn't already mention. Then I have my two miscellaneous drawers, which basically have anything that is like an accessory for the minifigs. So you got stuff from soccer balls to carrots. So it's pretty much anything like that. Then we got any mode of transportation. So you got wheelchair, lawnmower, stroller, skateboards. Then you have anything that goes over a minifig's neck. So that's backpacks, life preservers, bow ties, pretty much anything like that that goes over the top of a minifig's neck. Then we have helmets and hats that of course not go over the entire head. We got stuff from the Santa hat to a biker's helmet, anything that goes on the minifigure's head besides hair that doesn't cover up the entire head. Then we head on over to all the hairs. So we have women's black hairs. Then you have pretty much the miscellaneous, like, girls' hair, like all the reds, blondes, whites, pretty much anything like that. Then you got all the browns for the females in there. Then we go to the males, which we have all of those in there. So I even have like the man bat hair, since it's a man. So then we got like the Vitruvius head and just a couple of other things. Like I even taped all of the women's gray hair in here. Then we got like all the blondes for the men. Then we have any visors that go on top of the helmets that cover the entire head. So you got like goggles to, you know, windshields that go over like a biker's helmet. Then we got jetpacks. Then we got anything that goes on top of like a minifigure's like hair. So like here with the friends, there's a little hole in the head that you can stick those into. And then the last bin here, which has anything that can go on a minifigure's foot. So you got surfboards, you got roller skates. I even combine anything that you can put on a waist, because I didn't have that much space. But yeah, mainly just surfboards, snowboards, flippers, stuff like that. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I hope that you guys want to see more stuff like this on my channel. I'm going to try and upload some more. And if you guys like this video, please like and subscribe. I hope this can inspire some people to actually start sorting. It's quite the hassle, but once you get it over with, it is quite the treat to see it all sorted. I will be adding some more sorting bins soon, as though I have a birthday coming up, and we'll be getting more of those for my collection. As you can see, some of them are pretty high. We're pretty high on things in them, so I'm definitely gonna get some more, and we'll definitely be sorting some more. Hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.